Hey, in this video, I'm going to show you how a simple alignment stick can help you get out of that pattern of casting and scooping and hitting behind the ball and not getting any power or compression. So if you want tons of improvement, tons new power and distance with a very simple drill, then stay tuned. Hey, this is Steve. If you get value out of this video, I hope you'll consider hitting the like and subscribe. All right, so I've seen it hundreds of times before. You get golfers look like this coming down, right? And they're casting, they're throwing the club too early, right? That's obviously because that's what everybody else says. You're throwing it too early, right? So I don't believe that's the case. Instead, I think you've got the throw time just right, but because the throw's got to start back here. However, the commonality of all these swings that have this chunk behind, top, backwards leaning shaft at impact, something like this. The commonality is that none of these swings, you included if you're watching, have enough shift and rotation of the trunk and the hips. You can start down from the top even earlier than you think if you've got the right body actions in the right sequence. Let's take a look at a drill sequence I like to give people. This has been highly successful over the years, getting people out of their issue with casting or throwing the angle away too early. We're going to go to extremes here. You're over here on the number line. I need you here at the end, which means we're going to practice way down here at the ultra awesome lag. So when you film yourself for the first time, you're not even going to believe how much lag you're starting to get. Take the stick, put your index finger about 2/3 of the way up, wind it up, and pull the stick up against the side of your arm like this. What a lot of casters tend to do is they tend to undercock the wrists at the top, and so it takes too little time to uncock them coming down. Conversely, if you were to cock your wrists like, I don't know, say Jamie Sadlowski, where he's been called double jointed, okay? Now I've got about 120 or 30 degrees of wrist cocked in order to pin this thing up against the side of my arm. Now, if you can't pin it because your wrist doesn't move this supply, then it's okay to just keep working at it, bend it in practice. You know, your wrist is made of muscles too. It can stretch. You can stretch the muscles in your wrists if they're very tight. So pin it. That's step one, pin it. Step two is going to be step over all the way to the outside of the left foot and turn the body to where the butt of the club is pointing up the fairway. Now, because you've had the club pinned, you can't pull it. Your arm is kind of locked in across your body, which I really like. And so all the advancement of the handle end of the stick is being done through the shifting and rotation of the torso. Here we go. Pin it, turn it, swat it. 1, 2, 3. Pin it, turn it, swat it. So step two, you're going to be pretty much facing the target with all your weight. This is very key. All your weight on the outside of your heel. That's where the weight's got to get. If you are stepping into your instep, probably means you're early extending and you're going to go right over if you try to turn. That's the reason that you stall. So this is an over-exaggeration, but we're trying to get the caster to feel much more body action, more weight shift, more turn, and do it in sequence. Any amount of body action the caster has usually comes after this initial thrust of the wrist, so they've got everything upside down. So we're feeling the absolute extreme opposite. You're going to put so much rotation out. Now, see where the swoosh was? The swoosh is out here down the left rough, almost down the third baseline if you're playing baseball. So watch it from this angle. Pin it, turn it, swoosh it. So I'm hearing the swoosh over here down the third baseline. Now what you can do next is start to put a little more speed and fluidity to this. Turn, just like that. It starts turning into a little warm-up swing. Pin it, turn and swoosh. Pin it, turn and swoosh. That back in slow motion. It's an absolutely obscene amount of lag. You now start looking more powerful than the longest hitter on earth. Got more lag this way. Now, it's a little bit of a trick because we're over exaggerating and we're using a stick that bends to give us more load and unload to the shaft. So, a bit of cheating visually going on. But then you can try to do the same thing with your club. You won't be able to pin it now because this doesn't bend as much. But get it close, pin it, turn it, swoosh it. Pin it, turn it, and swoosh it out here somewhere. Around the corner to the left and upwards. Then you can try putting the right hand on and making some easy practice swings. Pin it, turn it, swoosh it. Now we look back at that swing in slow motion, and it's very easy to see I've got tons of lag. I'm going to have tons of forward lean at the moment of impact. Practice that at home, that exercise. About 5 minutes a day. That's it. 5 minutes a day. Then start hitting some golf balls kind of easily. Trying to copy, pin it, turn it, throw it, and we'll look back at that one in slow-mo. And again, you can see, got plenty of lag halfway down, plenty of forward lean at the moment of the strike. All I'm doing is I'm trying to go slow and recreate the feels that the drills gave me. That's what drills give you, is some feels to take, but you're gonna have to do it small club, small shot first, work your way back up. But give it a few weeks, put in the work, 5 minutes a day at home, and slowly but surely you're gonna become one of those laggers who hits the ball a long, long way. Hey, thanks so much for watching. I'm Steve. As usual, I'll either see you in the next video or I'll see you longer and straighter down the fairway. Everybody take good care.